Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan Battle video. I've seen a lot of talk on the timeline, right? So I've mentioned this a bunch, how I've seen a lot of complaining about Dokkan this year. I haven't really quite been able to put my finger on it, right? Now, this is stuff that predates the 10th anniversary. Again, complaining all throughout the 10th anniversary, afterwards, everything. Like, just nonstop complaining. But, like, I really sat down and I was thinking, I was like, is this a common occurrence? And I was like, oh yeah, actually, yes it is. The Cooler Movie Worldwide Download Celebration, huge complaints during it. The 9th anniversary, I don't remember people complaining. But when Global had a 9th anniversary, there was a lot of people saying that there's nothing to do during the 9th anniversary. A lot of complaints there. The 2023 Worldwide, which people love now, people were hating at the time, right? Like, it's like the Dokkan player cycle to complain incessantly about everything, right? It's just what happens. But I've seen a lot of talk about, like, I mean, really, people are talking 2025 Dokkan versus 2023 Dokkan. It's a little early to really say that for sure. I mean, really, like, how good any of the last 3 years would be. Like, Golden Week, I think, is a bit too soon to really know for sure. Because right around Golden Week for 2023 is when things dropped off quite a bit, right? We went into, Turles, who wasn't great. LR Super Saiyan 4 Goku was very good, but only for a very short window. Carnival Omega was one of the worst characters, like, gave him no help. Then it just became a disaster, right? And then they ended with like a lot of unhype, a lot of characters. Thing about 2023 too is characters specifically category restricted and then receiving no help, and then they weren't able to really be used on other teams because of their tight category restrictions. Think of Super Trunks or Kale, right? Like, became very difficult to use those characters, and these are the big premium summonable characters, right? So that's a huge thing. Now, when we talk about this year, I do think, I'll just quickly say this and then we'll kind of go through a lot of the stuff I've got here. I do think all the whining this year has been overblown, like, more so just whining. I think Golden Week, to me, is the first time for real where it's like, yeah, this is not off to a good start. I would say, expectations can play a huge part in, like, what you could think about some of these characters. Hit is like as good as I thought he would be, right? Like, Hit is right on track, perfect. This guy is, like, of all the characters this year, this is the guy to me who seems to be falling well shy of my expectations. Now, he's not out yet, so I don't like to talk too crazy. Like, I'm not gonna overdo it. I'll just, we did our initial look at him, I give comments on him, and then I try to not go too far in a direction till we use him a bunch. We take him in a lot of these different fights and stuff like that. But I do think it's gonna be very difficult for me to turn around on this, because if this guy he was designed to do one attack stat, and it's like an 80 million crit, and he loses 5% HP, it's probably not the biggest deal. But what he does is 3 and 4, like 19 million supers. He damages yourself more than the boss. That's the problem. That's the dirty, dark secret. He got 1 million additionals. Like, I don't understand. So he is a big stinker. And even more so, besides, he's a stinker. They've done this a couple of times here and there. They did it for Daima Vegeta too, but that felt a little bit different because it was a big surprise of, oh, actually the 10th anniversary is still going on, right? I don't know. I don't like when they drop everything at the exact same time. Teasers, data download, like, all of it at the same time. Like slow cooking some hype works better. We should have gotten these, 4 days ago. Oh, damn. It finally, Blue Kaioken and Hit. And then, we could really, like, wonder what's coming. And then we get the details. And then we get the data download and all this stuff like that. Here is definitely, like, a turning moment of, like, all the complaints people had earlier this year that I felt like were just complete, like, people were missing the mark. Now is a spot where I think these complaints will be, like, hella justified. So let's kind of, like, go back. I just want to, like, compare releases. So we're doing 2024 versus 2025. And the reason I do this is because I think 2024 is probably the best year of modern Dokkan. But you know what's so funny about that? 2024 was also the year with like the most complaining. But I mean, it's a little weird because of the global sync, right? Like it's, I mean, I'm dancing around it a little bit, but global players, it's you guys who are fucking crying every second, man. I'm sorry, man. Be mad at me, but like, bro, please. Like, let's just like chill sometimes, dude. Jesus. All right, let's look at this. So it's a little difficult at the start here. And then I have, okay, so we have the 9th anniversary like pulled up right here, and then this is where the 10th anniversary happened. It's a little bit difficult at the start. Because remember, the 10th anniversary had 6 summonable LRs. The 9th anniversary had 4 summonable LRs. I guess, you know what we'll do? Let's just compare the Dokkan Fest exclusives versus the Dokkan Fest exclusives, and we'll do the Carnivals versus the Carnivals, is what we'll do here. So I need, Vegeta, yeah, okay. So we have, Broly and Beast, and then we have Vegeta and Goku. Now, I mean, this is just, I guess, my sort of opinion on this. Of these 4, so remember, when we're making, like, cross-year comparisons like this, remember that if Beast Gohan dropped for the 10th anniversary instead, keep in mind he'd be stronger, right? If Tech Vegito dropped last year instead, he'd be a little weaker, right? Like, we get that. We understand that. So I think of these 4 Dokkan Fests, I think Beast is the strongest of the 4. For sure. I do. It's him. I don't know that I could quite accurately describe this. And if you were a global player, like you know, it's, again, like things were kind of like you were, this guy dropped and he was actually invincible. Like, to a degree that like no other character like we've like ever really seen. Like, it was insane, right? Like, it's just, he couldn't be killed, he couldn't be touched. It was unbelievable, right? And it's like, Tech Vegito to me feels more so like a, I mean, I don't know, I don't really want to say traditional best unit in the game either, because I do think that this guy is more so like a upper, like, Hall of Fame, like, level, right? He is. But I think if you had to give me, like, who is the strongest character in Dokkan history, I would probably say, like, right, I'd say Beast. I think this guy, you know, for the first 4 or 5 months of last year was the strongest character ever released. I do think so. 100%. This guy was, it was unbelievable, right? Tech Vegito is, you know, one of the best units in history, but he's not, I don't think, what this guy was. And then we have Broly and Vegeta. Broly was good. I was not nearly as high on Broly at the start compared to people, but I feel like people like turned on him pretty fast, and I like kind of like the same opinion. Like, I kind of like thought of the same of him at that spot. Like, I never like dropped down. So I feel like I actually ended up liking Broly a little bit better than a lot of people at the end of the year. I don't know. Broly could die so easily, but so could this Vegeta. Like, this AGL Gogeta has got some issues. Broly was very strong all year. I think I would kind of go Beast, Vegito, Broly, Vegeta. Kind of like maybe in terms of strength level. I don't know. Dude, this character is really good. So I don't know. I would maybe like to do that. I don't know. This is close for me in my head. And again, remember, I'm trying to balance like how good was a character, like if Broly was released this year, if Vegeta was released in 2024, like I'm kind of like trying to like think these things through. And I don't know. I think I would end with Beast 1, Vegito, then Broly, then Vegeta. I feel like it's a bit of a wash with these Dokkan Fests, but I think if we really had to get a winner, probably the 9th anniversary, because again, I think Beast is like the strongest in history, right? So we move on to the Carnivals. So there is more here for the 10th anniversary, right? So we have Gogeta and the Gammas. And then we have Evolution Blue Vegeta, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, and then we got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. Now, here's the thing. At the 9th anniversary, in terms of the summonable LRs, probably has, like, overall the strongest set I think probably works. I don't like the Gamma's design, but I'm not calling them bad or something, right? I just didn't like that. Like, I was never a huge fan of this character, but this character is shitting on, like, Great Ape Vegeta, Broly Chilai, and Loser, right? Like, Int Kid Gohan. Like, the Gammas are shitting on all those characters, right? Again, now remember, I'm doing kind of like this cross-year comparison thing, right? So, I'm taking the Gammas over all of those types of characters. But Super Saiyan 4 Goku, I'm gonna tell y'all, I think I probably like Super Saiyan 4 Goku even over Gogeta. Gogeta was so good, and his taunt is so good and stuff like that. I don't know, man. This guy has the way he's impressed. Dude, why is this like? It's like in hyperdrive. You see this? What the hell? Here, let's refresh. Yeah, there we go. We're not in dude. It's in like hyperdrive. What the hell? Goku was loving the praise, man. He was like, "You're goddamn right." Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta go Super Saiyan 4 Goku over Gogeta. But then is Gogeta. I don't like them, but I mean, I feel like I would be like lying or something if I put them below. Yeah, we also have Goku and Frieza. I'd probably do Gammas versus Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. So Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, he's kind of just like a 7 the whole way through the fight, right? Whereas like the Gammas start at like a 4, and then depending upon the situation could drop down to like a 3, but then they could shoot up like their peak last year was better than this Gohan's peak this year, right? If that makes sense. But there's a lot of moving parts for them with the orbs, right? The orbs and stuff like that can be a huge deal for them every single turn. Man, I think Gohan is just like very consistent. I found Gohan like this is one of the biggest characters. The biggest like whininess I've seen about a character almost ever is about this guy, and I just feel like it's kind of like silly because he's just such a just solid character, right? Like he's not comically bad like other characters we've had, but he's also not like a god. Like he's just like a solid character. Like he's like mid, and it's like people are so obsessive. It's so strange to me. Like, there's so many, like, either completely shit characters or characters with, like, huge risk-reward but, like, I see more talk about this guy than, like, any unit, and it just completely baffles me. I'd probably go... I mean, these two are, like, close, because this Frieza's the worst ever. This Frieza's design is actually just abominably bad. It's so bad. Goku, though, is pretty solid. I don't want to go super crazy with this Goku. Dude, it's like glitching. I have too many tabs open. Yeah. This Goku is solid. Like, he's solid. I don't know. And then Vegeta, it's just very kind of not crazy. So I think these carnivals is where people can really open up a lot of complaints about this year. I mean, again, the Gammas, though, they're not the craziest. I mean, I really do not like them, but, like, I think probably ordering the carnivals, like, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, then Gogeta, then Gammas, and then these three probably is the right way to do it. So they're, like, I mean, like, going through the anniversaries, I mean, you can certainly say these 9th anniversary characters, I mean, the 4 in totality is, like, the strongest, probably, anniversary characters we've had ever, right? Like, I would say certainly... You know, like the lower levels of like, you know, Vegeta, if there's like an AoE or something like that, or locking, and, you know, Frieza, how horrible he is, right? Like, it's like those, you know, kind of suck. But, I mean, here's what people just like fucking forget about. Did everyone just collectively forget this guy existed? I think the answer is yes, right? Because, I mean, this is the worst Dokkan Fest of the last 2 years, probably. I mean, he had no team. He had no team. And by the time he got a team, it was completely irrelevant, right? This was a character, there was a subsect of the community that would ridiculously overrate this guy because he could do damage. But, like, I mean, damage matters way more this year than it did last year, right? So this Frieza did virtually nothing. And then, I mean, look at this, dude. Oh my god, category restriction, category restriction, category restriction, category. Like, is that enough, do you think? This guy was horrible. I hate Daima Vegeta, And I think the two worst releases this year for 2025 is Daima Vegeta and the Blue Kaioken. But I mean, Daima Vegeta is clearing this Frieza easily, dude. I mean, listen, I have my problems with this guy. Notice what he doesn't have? No category restrictions. So you can run Vegeta on all these teams. And I mean, this is, again, I kind of formatted this video because I think comparing 2025 to 2023 is just fucking stupid. It's baiting bullshit. Like shit you see people post on Twitter just literally to get attention is what it is. 2023, it's not even close right now. Because it's like, in order to like really match 2023, we need like this, like Frieza's a 2023 Dokkan Fest character. This Frieza, this is what 2023 characters look like. Where they have this shit all over the place and then they have no help and you can't use them. And you can't use them on other teams, you can't use them on their team because it sucks. And they're just like a completely pointless release, right? Like Daima Vegeta, things could so easily go bad, but I mean, he doesn't have restrictions. At the bare minimum, I mean, maybe this is silly to say about Dokkan Fest Premium Summonable Give Me Money character, but he raises the floor of all these categories because he doesn't have the category restrictions, right? So like the Time Traveler team is better with him there. Mastered Evolution, better with him there. Worthy Rivals, right? Look at a player like Iron Cane who's new. There's missions everywhere. Daima Vegeta would help in those missions, right? But I really do not like this guy. But I mean, this is probably the worst Dokkan Fest of the last 2 years. Of 2025 and 2024, this is probably the worst. And number 2 worst is probably Roshi. Probably, right? Like Roshi and Frieza, it's very easy to like say for sure how things went, especially once some time has gone by, right? Like now, like, okay, like how much help did Roshi get, right? Was he able to be used on other teams or anything like that? Like these questions we could fully answer, and the answer is that Frieza was just a complete loser. Great animations though, so his EZA could be very fun because they did nail his animations, so I'll give him that. But yeah, I mean, this is a loser character. So let me move on to this. This is close. I don't know. I would probably rank Vegeta a bit higher, but Kid Goku absolutely lives up to the Saiyan Day unit legacy. This is my pick for most underrated unit in the game right now. Just by the way, I see very little talk about him. I mean, it is episode 1 Kid Goku, and I mean, it's, you know, Kid Goku is not nearly as hype as Twitter likes to pretend either. Right? It's just, unfortunately, it's true. Right? I'm the same one. I would like to see dual Dokkan Fest LR, Demon King Piccolo, and Kid Goku. I would. But, I mean, Kid Goku is not, like, people think Kid Goku is on the level of these, like, crazy Super Saiyan characters. And unfortunately, it's just not, it's not, he's not, right? I'm sorry, he's not. Now, this Saiyan Day definitely did kind of feel like a flop, which is funny, too, because they dropped the Red Zone. But it was just, like, it was, like, a Red Zone with, like, no difficulty, very bizarre. This is close. I'm going to slightly give the edge to Vegeta. Slightly. But, I mean, it's neck and neck. Right? This guy was the number 1 TUR. Vegeta was the number 1 TUR when they came out. Like, these guys are both great. I would probably just give Vegeta a slight edge, I think, because, I mean, it's, you know, like, he's a hype Super Saiyan, man. Right? Like, but Kid Goku is a beast, right? Like, I really would defend the quality of this character very strong. It's just, I don't think episode 1 Kid Goku should have been a major celebration slot. That's just kind of like how I'm thinking. And just judging by, you know, I could easily call the Saiyan Day a flop because no one gave a fuck about it, and no one gives a fuck about this Kid Goku. So what does that mean? Like, it becomes a flop. So we could go Vegeta a little bit better there. Now then we get to this. Cell versus Topo. This is close. I would probably slightly give the edge to Topo. What's funny is now people want to pretend like Topo is good or was good last year. When last year I was on a fucking island with Topo. I like Topo a lot. Topo is very good. And the thing is, he does have, notice, a lot of, yeah, I mean, here's the thing with his category restrictions is how important this was, right? So his intro, the 2 special pose or Defender of Justice, like that guard and damage reduction was crucial for him at the start of some of the tough fights, especially once Tanabata showed up, in order for him to transform into God Topo. So, I mean, yeah, again, this, when a character starts to feel rough, I'm telling you, it's when you get the category restrictions in there, man. Because it just crushes team building, right? And that's when shit really starts to feel super bad. Now, he is also, by the way, a support type character for specific categories, but I do really like that. And then Cell. Cell, to me, was, I mean, he's not the greatest of all time, but this is a ridiculously overhated character to like a comical degree. I was blown away by the hatred that Cell got. Now, to be fair, at this exact moment, Cell kind of won out because he will be, I think, fantastic on Hit's team. Like, they dropped Cell, and, I mean, apparently tournament participants is going to be, like, the theme of the year or some shit. Because half of the anniversary characters are tournament participants. We had the entirety of April was tournament participants. Cell, PyCon, Blue Kaioken, Hit, like, it's just all tournament participant stuff. Which makes Cell's team stronger, but Cell can also be run. Cell, if you just have one Cell, is way better than two Cells, right? When you have one of these characters that have this, right? Like, we run this guy on Hit's team. This guy is really good after he revives. When he's guarding with the huge damage reduction, he's strong. And this guy doesn't really have that category nonsense. You have this, right here. That's not really so bad. I mean, it's just one tournament participant ally or one tournament participant enemy, but that's not even crucial to him being super good. The thing about this guy that would be very strong for him is just he's a Big Bad Bosses character. It's not that tough for them to just have good Big Bad Bosses characters. So that's why, like, I'll defend the shit out of this Cell. He doesn't really have the category nonsense that we've seen in years past that has been so bad. To me, that is, like, pretty much the worst thing. All right, so we have that. Again, I would slightly probably give the edge to Topo, but we'll see. Topo fell upon hard times pretty quickly. Cell's probably not gonna. Cell is going to be fairly useful all year, I'd imagine. Because, again, he's going to be good just if there's other Big Bad Bosses characters around. This guy's going to be really easy and free to use with these Big Bad Bosses characters. So then we get to this. I mean, dude, this is just... PyCon just destroys them. It's just... I mean, maybe this is a little bit of hindsight, but this character... This ended up being, like, the worst unit of the year last year. And that's because they're completely locked to special pose. So they just ended up being a loser release that got no play. Just like a loser character. PyCon, I think, is quite good. He does have this right here that gives him his support, another World Warrior or tournament participants. So he does have that one sort of restriction, but that's it. Again, that's very little compared to some of the bullshit we've seen before. Like, the Ginyu Force, literally, you need the entire team to be... Look at this. Special pose everywhere. Right? Like, it's just the entire team has to be full-on special pose. So, PyCon is a... Dude, he's destroying the Ginyu Force. Huge landslide right there. And then now we get to the Golden Week Dual Dokkan Fest. And it's like, I don't know, you could probably go in order of these characters. Man, I don't know. I mean, I like Super Saiyan 3 Goku better than Fat Boo all year. Fat Boo is now, because of the way he's set up with his gimmicks and his quirks and stuff like that, I mean, he's kind of like, you know, gonna outage most of the game, because it's like you could run him leader skills 0%. Like, his value is the revive into the Ghost Usher. The bang bang, like the follow-up right there, boom boom, is pretty impressive. I mean, you could kind of like mix up, like Hit, like he's on this level with these two, I think. But then Blue Kaioken falls far, far, far below. But the whole point of this video now, most of this is close. Like, this is not like some, oh my god, dude, 2024 was kicking its ass. I don't know what it is, but people talk themselves in circles. Like, I just, I'm trying to be very level-headed about this stuff. And, like, I'm, like, losing my mind seeing some of these complaints. Like, this is not, like, we're talking, again, 2023 Dokkan. Like, do we need to go look at, like, what Kale was like? Like, none of these 2025 characters are looking like stuff like this, man. Where, look at this. Almost all of her stats are coming from a Universe 6 ally and this super attack right there. Which, by the way, right, look. So, we could transform if there's a Caulifla from 4th turn, or after she does 6 supers. So, it is, without a Universe 6 ally, a Caulifla, or someone to activate this, Like, you're basically not even transforming Kale before she would get killed, before she gets slaughtered. You are completely reliant on Universe 6 characters, like, covering her hip at all time. And then look at this. This is her guard right there. Her defensive mechanic. Like, dude, 2025 doesn't have shit like this, man. Like, I don't know. Let's pull up another one. So I'm looking for early 2020. Who was March? Oh my god. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Any numbskull comparing this year to 2023, shut up. A matter of fact, right here, we're gonna get right to the end. I'm calling you out, Vector. March 2023. Oh yeah, buddy. We gotta talk about March 2023. Stop it, dude. Again, this character's beneath anything we've seen in 2025. Like, do you remember the start of that year? Kale, the 17s, right? Like, these restrictions. Oh my god, dude. And this character, to be fair, Cell's team is really bad, right? But Cell already has got a team we can run him on hits. So Cell not having a team lasted 3 weeks, dude, and it's gone. This character, dude, I'm scared of their EZA. How is this character going to be good after they EZA with this condition? We're going to have to fucking run Blue Kaioken Goku to kill ourselves with Blue Kaioken Goku's super attack effect, man. We're going to have to run this guy in order to fuse with Super 17. It's craziness, man. So, here's the point. I think for the first time this year, in 2025, there are a spooky sign did show up, and it's this guy. Right, and I don't like the way they handled the lead up to Golden Week either. Bad and bad. So now I do have an eyebrow, like The Rock. I have one eyebrow raised. And it's like, I've seen people saying, oh man, they gotta hit the next Dokkan Fest. Actually, it was Vector again that said that. They better hit that next Dokkan Fest. Dude, you guys want to see, like, the last couple of slots for the end of May Dokkan Fest? Dude, you're talking about physical Rose, who, I mean, I know, a lot of global players were very defensive of him last year because he was a global first, but needless to say, you know what else physical Rose had? Oh my god, better run full fucking super bosses. Holy shit. Yeah, funny how that works out, right? And then we had Rose, and then we had Turles, and who was 2022? Oh my god, the ROF Blues, dude. Jesus. Yeah, this slot is brutal, chat. This upcoming Dokkan Fest slot. There is a yellow coin LR that's going to happen in May, but yeah, this Dokkan Fest slot is no good, man. This is the last 3 we had. Rose, Turles, and the ROF Blues. This is like Dumb and Dumber right here. That's what the 3 of these bad boys. Remember when they dropped this kid? Dude, you remember this intro? Entire point of the character was this, and you couldn't use it. Dude, come on, man. Like, I get, some of the frustrations with 2025, but, I mean, did this video not prove some of y'all are clowning, man? Like, come on, man. Like, you look at, like, PyCon, who, like, we could just run PyCon, right? Like, it's not a big deal. But, like, you look at some of these other characters. To be fair, this character didn't have restrictions, which is one of the biggest things I hate. By the way, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, it ended up not being the biggest deal ever, but he's filled with that shit, too. That right there, that shit is brutal. Fat Boo has one, but, like, Fat Boo's is an example of one that doesn't really matter. This is, like, it doesn't matter, right? Like, sometimes they have, like, it's like Perfect Cell has a minor little thing right there, but, like, it doesn't really matter that much to how good Cell's actually gonna be. Whereas, like, some of these characters, it's just been brutal. So, let's see how things go. The Yellow Coin LR, I mean, there's 2 doors we could go through. I might as well just drop a bit, because we're waiting for multiple days until these bastards come out, by the way. Right, look at this, the 28th, it's the 26th, man. I'll see you guys in 100 years before these characters come out. So, it's just like, I guess I'll do a video about the Yellow Coin LR, and we'll probably do it, like, tomorrow or something. But, again, there's 2 doors we could go through. One door is a Rep of Universe 7 character, which, guess what? Guess what? Shit, dude! Damn, funny how these characters who feel shitty usually have got something like that. That's very silly, isn't it? Yeah, but so we could either get a Universe 6 character. Hit does have one as well with his intro. Or, wait, no. Universe 7 or a Universe 6 character. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. We know Tech Kefla is definitely going to be getting an EZA since she was on Hit's banner. But we'll see. I mean, an LR Kefla, Yellow Queen Kefla, in May, I think would be pretty fire. Getting, like, some rep of Universe 7 character that can maybe help this guy. Although, I don't know. Nothing is going to want to make me run this guy, right? Like, no way, dude. But we'll see. Maybe some help could come for him. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. 2023, 2024, 2025. Basically, I'm here to say that the complaining and whining about 2025 is way overblown, but it's not impossible that things could go bad, right? Like this guy is falling. This is the worst Golden Week character, I think, probably ever. Let me be careful about saying that until I've used him. Like, I summon for him, rainbow him, like, link level him, do all that stuff, use him a bunch. I don't want to go crazy, but I think that this guy could be the worst Golden Week character we've maybe ever seen. Like, who was 2018 Golden Week? It was... Oh, yeah, that was Evolution Blue Vegeta and Jiren. But then 2017 was Janemba and Gogeta, dude. At, like, 19 was Trunks and Fusion Zamasu, who were really good. 2020 was Gotenks and Buu, was really good. 2021 was GT Goku, GT Vegeta, who were really good. 2022, the Goku and Gohan and EGL Cell, they were some of the first characters who could really compete in Red Zone, right? I think they aged quickly, but they were very good the day they came out, because there was very few characters competing in Red Zone. 2023, it was a rough year, but Golden Week kicked ass. The 23rd World Tournament, Goku and Piccolo Jr., right? And then last year, kicked ass. Super Saiyan 3, Goku and Fat Buu. This guy really probably is the worst Golden Week character ever released. Ever. Which is sad. I mean, unless maybe we're saying, like, STR Jiren. Like, from 2018. Like, that's maybe, or something like that. So, that's, not a good standard to be on for this guy. So we'll see how things will continue to progress through the year. A nice, powerful Yellow Queen LR in Part 2 could certainly help. I don't really... If I had to choose, I'd rather it help Hit, because Hit, like, actually is good and has a ton of potential for the year, whereas this guy, I don't really think he does. Him being better is not just a matter of getting better characters around him. I mean, he is going to be a lot better with this up. Right, if we could run this and actually, like, win consistently. But, I mean, this is my major issue with him. But he doesn't super one time. He supers 3 and 4 times per turn, so. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch y'all next time.